How to start and decorate a diary. Diaries are a great way to record your daily life, thoughts, and feelings. They can also be used as planners to keep track of upcoming events. Unfortunately, a store-bought diary does not always feel very personal. Luckily, this is easy to fix with some decorating and knowing how to start off. With some time and creativity, you are sure to end up with a unique diary that will be something truly special to you. Part 1: Decorating the outside of a diary. 1. Consider decorating the outside of your journal. Whether you have a plain diary or a fancy one, you can make it look more unique by decorating the outside. In this section, you will find all sorts of ideas. You do not have to use all of them. Choose one or two that appeal the most to you. 2. Decorate the cover with stickers or gemstones. Even if your diary is already fancy, you can still glue some pretty gemstones to the cover. If your diary is plain, but you don't want to go through a lot of effort of making it fancy, you can always add some pretty stickers to the cover. 3. Cover a plain journal with fabric. This works great for those plain, composition books. For an added touch, add some embroidery to the fabric first, before you glue it on. It can be as simple as several rows of a straight stitch. 4. Cover your journal with colorful paper instead. You can use scrapbook paper, maps, or wrapping paper. You can even design your own cover on the computer, print it out, and use that instead. Use glue to make the cover permanent, or tape to make it temporary. Cover your finished journal with decoupage glue, such as Mod Podge, or contact paper to protect the paper from getting dirty or wet. 5. Add some sparkle with glitter to a plain journal color. Cover the front of your journal with a thin layer of liquid glue, then shake some glitter onto it. Wait for it to dry, then brush some glossy decoupage glue, such as Mod Podge, onto it. If you want multiple colors, work with one color at a time. Let each color dry first before moving on to the next. Make sure that your sealer is glossy. If it is matte, your glitter won't sparkle anymore. Sealing the glitter is important. It will prevent the journal from shedding all over the place. Consider sealing the edges of the cover as well. 6. Try a duct tape cover. Wrap duct tape around the cover. Fold the ends of the tape over onto the inside of the cover by 1-2 inch, 1.27 centimeters, then trim off the excess. If you are using pattern tape, make sure that the patterns line up. Cover the spine of your journal with contrasting tape. For example, if you use pattern tape for the cover, use solid, colored tape for the spine. Part 2: Decorating the inside of a diary. 1. Know how to make the inside of your diary stand out. There is so much more to decorating than using glue, stickers, and glitter. It also includes things like color, font, and text size. In this section, you'll find lots of ideas for how to decorate the inside of your diary. You don't have to use all of them, choose a few that are the most interesting to you. 2. Decorate important events with doodles or illustrations. They don't have to be very big or fancy. A simple sketch, such as a flower, heart, or cat, can really make your page stand out. Just make sure that it has something to do with what you are writing about. If you don't want to draw, you can always use colorful stickers instead. This is great for calendars. For example, if you have a party coming up, add a doodle of a cake, present, or balloon. Another idea is to glue items inside your diary that have something to do with the entry, such as maps, postcards, ticket stubs, and postage stamps. 3. Use different fonts and colors to make certain words and phrases stand out. This can easily make a plain page look more interesting. You can do this for entry titles, but you can also use it for random words throughout your entry, such as, "I went to a party and had so much fun." Try using caps, bubble letters, block letters, or even cursive. To create glowing text, write your word first, then trace over each letter using a highlighter. 4. Draw a border around important words and phrases to make them stand out. Write your header using a different font from the rest of the page, then draw a cloud or zigzag border around it using a highlighter. For example, write "my birthday list" using bubble letters, then draw a cloud-shaped outline around it using a highlighter. 5. Use washi tape to make backgrounds or banners for important words and titles. Lay down a strip of washi tape, then write your header on top of it using a pen. Another simple background is to simply highlight the text you want to stand out. Turn the background into a banner by cutting a V-shaped notch into each end before putting it down. 6. Make a banner using a stamp and/or colored pencils, then write your header on the banner using a pen. Draw a banner using a pen, then color it in with colored pencils. You can also use a banner-shaped stamp to create the banner instead. Write your header inside the banner. 7. Create some flag stickers to mark important events. Cut a 1-inch, 2.54 centimeters, piece of colored tape, then cut a V-shaped notch into one end. Use this in your calendar to make important dates stand out. 8. Doodle on the borders to make your entries really stand out. A simple way to do this is to draw pretty vines and leaves around the borders of your page. You can also use squiggles, zigzags, and other designs as well. This can turn a simple page into a more fancy one. You don't have to decorate every page, nor do you have to use the same border each time. Part 3. Starting a diary. 1. Make the first page count. Some diaries may already have a special first page where you can write your name and the title of your diary. Other diaries have a blank first page. In either case, you'd want to make the first page extra special. Here are some ideas to get you started. Write your name, the title of your diary in large letters. If you want, you can add a message that says top secret or keep out, but be warned, if someone finds your diary, this will most likely make them want to read it even more. Use lots of bright colors. Sparkly or metallic gel pens are great for this. Decorate the corners and borders with doodles and stickers. 2. Consider starting your diary with something meaningful, such as a quote or poem. The act of writing something down will help you get over the anxiety of writing in your diary for the first time. If you'd like, you can decorate the page further with doodles, sketches, or illustrations. 3. Consider starting with some information about yourself. This is a great way to start a diary that you plan on keeping for the entire year. Include things like your likes, dislikes, hobbies, and other stuff. This way, at the end of the year, you can go back to the beginning of your diary and see how much has changed. 4. Know how to fix writer's block. If you don't know what to write about, try to answer some general questions, such as what you are doing or feeling at this exact moment. Alternatively, you can have a box filled with slips of paper that have words and writing prompts written on them. When you don't know what to write about, pick a slip of paper from the box. You can find all sorts of writing prompts online. Writing your observations about the world and people around you are a great way to beat writer's block. 5. Make it a habit of writing every day. If you can, try writing at the same time each day as well. This can be a precise time, such as 9 p.m. or an arbitrary time, such as after dinner or when you wake up. 6. Consider starting with a cheap notebook if you are having troubles getting started with a fancier one. Some people are afraid of writing in a pretty journal because they don't want to ruin it. If you are one of these people, you might feel better about writing in a cheap, plain notebook. Once you get comfortable writing in one, you can move on to fancier, more expensive ones. 7. Consider using a planner for a diary. A planner can make a great diary. Instead of writing your plans in each of the sections, however, write something about what you did, saw, or felt that day. The small spaces will force you to keep your writing focused and to the point. Tips. Don't ever write something that isn't true. Later on, you might think it was and make a mistake that could change your life forever. You can draw and write poems, stories, or lyrics in your diary too. Remember title and date. Don't write very secret things if you know someone can easily get access to your diary. Make a fake diary and a real one. Write fake entries in the fake diary and leave it out in the open. When you catch him or her, it'll be very embarrassing for them to explain what they were doing. That'll teach them a lesson. Read other people's diaries to get inspiration on how to write your own. One famous diary is Anne Frank's diary, which you can find at your local bookstore or library. Write the most miserable things in your life first so it will all be cleared up.